It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Monarchs and the Bengals under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the London Monarchs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Gun.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go. 11 MC. Look, 11.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bengals! Tyler Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as their first here tonight. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
On first down, it's Herbert. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there. 56 yards.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
James Cook with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Gun.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Johnson with a completion over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over.
London about set to take over on offense.
And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Herbert off of play action. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. Because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Again, it's Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf from 13 yards out. And the Monarchs have taken the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got him down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Here we go, here we
So
go.
quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Monarchs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson.
Gotta go score. Let's go.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
DK Metcalf
with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Monarchs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I'm one, right?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Teddy Bridgewater, over 400 yards passing with 3 touchdown passes as well. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this is caught by Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A gain of 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down. Here's Willis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Malik Willis taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
On one, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Ready, start.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here we go, here we
At
go.
the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Burrow. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 1st and 10, Willis.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Monarchs extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. Pressure comes and down he goes. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Burrow will throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice job.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
Here we go.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 41, Burrow. And he'll complete this one to Berrios.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
1-1.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice. Obviously, your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the home team here,
they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.